To the fourth day of Quebec inquiry hearings in Kuujjuaq, where testimony from the much maligned Kativik Police force. They say they have a plan to improve services in Nunavik, but they need the feds and province on board. Tom Fenario has that story.
Monsieur le commissaire, je dois vous dire qu'on est non pas à minuit moins 5, mais on est à minuit moins 1.
This was the main message Kativik Regional Police Chief Jean-Pierre Larose delivered during his testimony. Without an increase in funding, the Indigenous police force he oversees will no longer be able to continue.
Malheureusement, si on n'a pas d'entente d'ici Noël, je vais être dans l'obligation de demander à la Sûreté du Québec de prendre la relève en termes de sécurité publique au Nunavik.
The Kativik Police have been working without a funding agreement since April. Negotiations with Quebec and Canada appear to be going nowhere.
They said to me that your demands are good, we understand, it's a must. Okay, so where's the money?
During almost 3 hours of testimony, Kativik Police outlined poor working conditions for many of their officers. The vast region of Nunavik has astronomical crime rates for a small population of 13,000 spread out over 14 communities. Larose says they need 30 more officers to properly police the region. Last year they paid out 33,000 hours of overtime, the equivalent of 16 full-time officers.
Des périodes inhumaines de garder un périmètre de sécurité dans le froid, dans des conditions difficiles, 12, 13, 15 heures, parfois plus longtemps.
Over the last 2 weeks, the Quebec inquiry has heard many negative testimonies regarding Kativik Police. Accusations of police brutality, over-policing of probation conditions, neglection of duties, and in the case of one former officer, a 2002 incident where he had to arrest a coworker for domestic violence.
De produire le rapport et de le soumettre au DPCP dès que possible, le plus tôt possible. Et l'autre me demande de plus étouffer la chose, plus étouffer l'affaire pour éviter que ça fasse des répercussions sur le service de police. Et je me trouve à être pris là, entre ces deux superviseurs-là.
Kativik Police also have an extremely high rate of violence. Since July 2016, they have killed or seriously injured people at over 50 times the rate of the Montreal Police. Larose doesn't dispute these issues. Rather, he blames the lack of funding for staffing, equipment, and infrastructure that contributes to high turnover rate of officers, which in turn leads to about half of their patrolling officers being hired straight out of school.
Est-ce qu'ils sont prêts à vivre tout ce qu'ils vivent ici dans leur première année d'expérience?
Ils sont pas prêts. Malheureusement, ils sont pas prêts.
With regards to discipline issues on the force, Larose says he's fired 3 officers since he was hired in February. He's also open to calls for Inuktitut translators or representatives to help de-escalate all too frequent armed standoffs.
The Inuit, they want to be part of the solution, and I believe in that, and I want them to participate with us in all the issues.
Larose plans on meeting with the community of Inukjuak the week of December 3rd to discuss policing in the community. Whether the Kativik Police Force will be in charge of policing Nunavik come the new year remains to be seen. Tom Fenario, APTN National News, Kuujjuaq, Quebec.
The community of Yellowknife came together to help raise funds for those in need after a major fire, but families affected say they've not received any of the money raised. That story's coming up after the break.